All right, so we are officially here to the finals. This morning, we're going to go ahead and get with the speed challenge.
So we've made it to finals day and we're about to get started with the speed challenge finals. This is both the most exciting and terrifying discipline. Exciting if you're a spectator because of the man versus man aspect, but terrifying for the competitors because you basically have a huge crowd watching your every move and there's so much that can go wrong. One round is bad enough, but in order to make it to the finals, you have to get past 3 or 4 rounds of knockouts to see who you're up against, and that build-up of adrenaline causes you to do some very funny things. We started off with the sportsman's finals, and this was awesome to see, but I didn't personally know many of these guys, so I'm going to zoom through this one quite quickly. Basically, the course runs the same as the qualifying rounds, with 2 shooters against each other, having to hit targets in order before moving to the stop plate. Whoever wins moves on, whoever loses is out. You're only allowed 8 shots in your first magazine, and a mag change doesn't take long, but it can be the difference between winning and losing, especially since there are usually 8 targets in the course. So if you hit everyone the first time, you have a big advantage. The nerves do funny things though. People left their guns on safety, lost count of how many shots they'd taken, and even forgot to load up spare magazines. It was crazy. As these guys shot, the crowd built up until eventually you could hardly walk along the benches. And all the while, the pros are standing around awkwardly, trying not to get too nervous.
So I know a lot of you watch my videos and Shootout and Rolf's videos and ask why we wear flip-flops all the time. I don't know, I think we just find it more comfortable or something.
That's the way.
It's just how we roll. But I noticed today, the 3 of us are standing here, all with our flip-flops on. When we were driving down the canyon now, it was like 33 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like 2 degrees Celsius. And we give our flip-flops, and I don't think anyone else in this whole range was dumb enough to do what we're doing, but it's okay. I'm sure it'll warm up later and then we'll be the ones that are happy.
Yes.
Good? Thank you. All right, this is exciting. Everybody give our South Africans a hand before they get started.
The pro class finals started off with my 2 South African friends, Shootout and Rolf, going off against each other. Best of 3 for the first round, and this was fun to watch. Rolf was behind, but Shootout missed the stop plate, causing him to have to change the magazine, so 1-0 to Rolf. Shootout won the second round to square things up, and it was looking pretty tight in the third round, but Rolf forgot to load a second magazine, and Shootout took the easy win.
Let's give them a hand. This is some of the fun of these type of matches, especially these pro classes. Look at the weapons we have on the line right now. Holy moly.
My 2 good friends, Thane from Side Shot and Bo from Precision Vomiting Australia, went up against each other. Thane is one of the most seasoned competition shooters, and Bo had never competed in his life, but it ended up being darn close, with Thane just taking the win.
All right, another couple of big names here. Ken Hicks on the left, Southern Precision Air Weapons. We've got Matt Dover. I don't even need to explain where Matt Dover is from. Matt Dover is the legend of YouTube and South Africa.
I was up against Ken Hicks for the first round, another really good shooter, and I actually forgot to dial my scope back from the previous day's shooting, so I missed almost everything, and Ken beat me comfortably, but I figured out the issue and came back strong in the next 2 rounds. Unfortunately, that put me up against Thane Simmons for the next round, and I say unfortunately because Thane is an absolute boss and could easily beat me on most days. Thankfully I kept my cool, and that put me into the finals, like the finals. cutout lost against John Begakis, I believe, which meant it would be me and John in the finals, but we still had a playoff for third place on our hands.
Fire. Impact. 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 All right, everybody. This is the finals. This will be the best 2 of 3. Let's give him a hand. This is it. This is the best shooting in the world right here. Stand by. Fire.
In the final, John Begakis beat me in the first round, so the odds were against me. I had to shoot really well in the next 2 rounds. John is one of the best shooters out there, so I had my work cut out for me. But the difference came down to a magazine change. I did not miss a single shot in all 3 rounds, but on the last round when it was 1-all, John missed one, and that meant I could move on to the stop plate without any opposition and take the win. It was awesome, but man, the adrenaline sucked.
It doesn't get any better than this, guys. Wow. Hybrid call. Let's give them a loud cheer for the final. Here we go. All right, shooters, are you ready?
Yes.
Stand by. Fire. Your champion of the World Class Speed Challenge, Matt Jubber.
I then had to deal with TV crews interviewing me, people congratulating me, and a whole lot of attention for about 20 minutes, but I still had a Benchrest final to shoot, so I was really keen to get out of the spotlight and move down to the other range.
So I just won the speed challenge. That was pretty cool. I don't know what the prize is, to be honest. I didn't want to think about it because that's just extra pressure, but yeah, it went well. I was pretty nervous the whole time, but I was thinking pretty clearly, which helped a lot. But no more gloating over the victory. We've got to move on and do the next thing. We've got the 100-yard Benchrest finals now, which I'm also in. So it's time to go set up and get the gun filled, the magazines filled, and just move my mindset towards that, and yeah, try not to dwell on the past. But let's do it. Let's see how it goes, and I'll check in with you later.
There isn't much to say about the Benchrest finals other than to talk about strategy. I was on the far left of the range, right against the berm, so I knew that I would have some swirling winds and vertical movement, so I didn't look at the wind flags at all. In fact, I didn't even have wind flags. I basically just kept shooting the sighted targets until I saw consistency, and then quickly moved up and shot my card from bottom to top, in case the wind at the top was different to the wind at the bottom, which was the case. I had a 580cc bottle on my gun and 4 high capacity magazines loaded up, so I could go for it on the sighters and not worry about running out of shots. I only got taken by surprise on one shot, which ended up as a 5, I believe. The rest were mostly 8s, 9s and 10s, which is really good considering the conditions. Many other people actually got burned very badly. The 22s and 25s didn't do well at all. I'm not sure whether that was because of the caliber or because of something else, but the pattern that emerged was that the guys shooting 30 caliber FXs seemed to be dominating, and the guys with Ernest Rose high power kit did particularly well. Alvaro Lopez, who ended up winning, was shooting at about 960 feet per second with 44 grain JSBs, and only got his gun a few days before the competition, so that's really impressive. When we took a quick look at the cards afterwards, I guessed that Alvaro was way ahead in first, with Todd Blanchard in second and myself in third, and I was pretty spot on.
So we just shot the Benchrest final. I was in a lane that was pretty difficult. There's a lot of up and down movement, but I think I did really well. I'm putting myself, I think I'm in the top 5
and possibly in the top 3. But obviously there's some shots that are hard to mark, you know, just with your naked eye, because they're very close to the line, so my score could have been up and down from there. But either way, I'm just super happy to have been able to shoot in the final. You know, the first day of qualifying, I was down in 6th place, which means I had to shoot really well on day 2 of qualifying to make it through. So just to be here is a blessing. But yeah, to come out and shoot well in conditions that, you know, on the side were quite difficult, I'm really happy with. So whatever the result, I've got my thumbs up. But yeah, we'll find out what the results are later today, and I'm really looking forward to that.
For the first ever slug competition, Justin Welsh.
Slug challenge standard rock.
All right, third place, which they'll get to take their run at the prize table as well. Third place pro class speed challenge.
Say it.
Get out, all right? Second place, John Benchrest. All right, and for $3,000, $3,000 prize for the speed challenge in the pro class goes to Matt Down. Not much he can't do with an air gun. For the Pro Precision Arson Challenge, Matt Down. This dude's making a haul. It's like the Ricky Bobby of air guns. Right? I don't know what to do with my hands. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You can call him Dubber Cash Loans from now on, because he's got plenty of it right now.
You might not be able to get that check at the.
Here we go, second place. $3,000 cash with a score of 219 with 4 X's. Todd Blanchard. This guy has been practicing a lot. I can tell you that story. Okay. And the first place winner with a score of 224.
Wow.
With 3 X's,
Wow.
100 yards, guys, in crazy conditions, all the way from Mexico. All right, hey,
I feel really overwhelmed. I want to thank everybody, my family, my wife, my kids. I didn't imagine this, and thank you everybody for this.
$10,000 winner. Hey, I love it.
So that's a wrap, guys, of Rocky Mountain Air Gun Challenge 2019. What a competition. I can't believe that I managed to win as much as I did. I really didn't expect it. I just came here with no real expectations, knowing that there are a lot of shooters that could have won the things that I won today. There are a lot of really good shooters here, but I was lucky today, and I was able to pull off quite a few victories, which is fantastic. So I'm going home with a bit of cash. We'll probably go to a house I'm busy building, which will have a nice gun safe downstairs and a big workshop where I can test stuff. So it's going to be really good for my channel as well. Yeah, I'm just really happy to be able to take home some silverware. So it's been an awesome time here. Great to see just good friends of mine again, and people in the industry that have become family to me. Great to just have awesome weather here, stay in a beautiful house, see a different part of the world. It's always a real pleasure coming out here to what is my favorite event in the whole calendar year. So yeah, I'll definitely be back next year. This may not be the end of this video, because we do have some exploring to do tomorrow in other parts of Utah, which should be pretty cool. But if it is the end, then thank you so much for watching, guys. It's been a real pleasure bringing this to you, even though it may not have been in as great detail as you may like, but it was an awesome time, and I'll see you guys next time. If you'd like to see extra content like extended episodes, old uploads that YouTube took down, or early releases of upcoming content, head over to airgun101.com. You'll be able to find many other airgun content creators on the site, and a safe place where we can build a community and help each other out. It's a real practical way of supporting content creators like myself without paying a cent, as the sponsors of the website help contribute towards the running costs of my channel. Alternatively, you can find me on other social media platforms, on my vlog channel, and on Patreon. Thank you so much for the support, and I'll see you on the next one.